Hey, my name is Oivind Labräten. I'm from Norway. I'm a pastor, I'm a church planter. I also serve with the DCPI Euromed team as a regional coordinator for the Nordic and Baltic region. As a young man, God called me into church planting. My parents were actually church planters, so I grew first up in a church plant that they planted churches. And when I was 22, God put on my heart to also plant a church. So we planted a church in our hometown in Rakkestad in Norway with a young team. And as we did that, we were on a journey where God was really teaching us and really taking us into steps of faith, of seeing how multiplication can happen in our local town. And as we did, DCPI became such a great partner and a great tool for us. And this is really why I'm serving with DCPI today, because it became such a blessing and we had really good tools to see church planting happening. Like when we went in there, we had a mindset of we wanted to plant a church, but one of the things that we really were challenged on, as we plant our first location, that we already have a vision for a church that plants the church that plants the church. So right now, I'm sitting in our new church plant here in Sarpsborg, which is like 30 minutes away from our mother campus. This is a cafe that we own, but it's also our startup for our new church plant for Agape Church here in Sarpsborg. Our heart and vision has always been to be there for the next generation, to have a church really that reaches them, but also with the international community. So we are seeing this, that the town we're in right now has the most international community behind Oslo in Norway. So this is such a great time, but God really used DCPI for us to really build a healthy church that we're able to plant another church campus. And this is one of the things that DCPI has been such a blessing for us, is that we got to apply the principle. My favorite principle is the boss principle, that Jesus, he's the Lord of church planting, and he has a vision for the new church. So it was really God's vision that led us here to Sarpsborg. And therefore I'm just want to share with you today how these biblical principles helped us apply them in a way that created a healthy church that wants to multiply. I think it's really awesome for us to see our church planting team. I'm one of the oldest guys in the team, and I'm in my mid-30s, and we have teenagers in our team, we have young adults, and they're really excited about seeing church planting and seeing their friends come to Jesus. So in this town, it's a lot of Muslims, it's a lot of people from different backgrounds, and to get to share the gospel with them, to see Jesus change their life, I think that is really what it's about, that church planting should always meet the need in the town that we're going in. So in our mother campus right now, we're actually building our first church location. And we're seeing this journey, how God has been so faithful through all these years, but also that we as a church can still multiply, that we can still plant new churches. And it all comes down to that we really just act on the command of Jesus to go and preach the gospel to all people, to all nations. So right now we are in our exciting journey with the Lord and seeing new churches planted. But for us, DCPI became such a great tool for envisioning multiplication, to see the church healthy, and to also empower the next generation to take ownership and to run the race, to see churches planted in their area, but also in the towns around. So we're so grateful to God, and so glad that you got to share the testimony with you today. And I'm so grateful that God has been doing such amazing things. So, bye.